The U.S. Coast Guard is one of the 5 armed forces of the United States and the only military organization within the Department of Homeland Security. Since 1790, the Coast Guard has safeguarded our nation's maritime interests and environment around the world. The Coast Guard is an adaptable, responsive military force of maritime professionals whose broad legal authorities, capable assets, geographic location, and expansive partnerships provide a persistent presence along our rivers, in ports, regions, and on the high seas. Coast Guard presence and impact is local, regional, national, and international. Historically, these attributes have made the Coast Guard a unique instrument of maritime safety, security, and environmental stewardship. Marine science technicians work to ensure this stewardship remains true in the areas of marine safety, living marine resources, marine environmental protection, law enforcement, aids to navigation, and ice operations. In dealing with living marine resources, i.e., fisheries law enforcement, marine science technicians help to project a federal law enforcement presence over the entire U.S. Exclusive Economic Zone, or EEZ, covering nearly 3.4 million square miles of ocean. They help to ensure compliance with fisheries and marine protected species regulations on the domestic vessels. They also help to prevent overfishing, reduce mortality of protected species, and protect marine habitats by enforcing domestic fishing laws and regulations. For marine environmental protection, marine science technicians help to stop unauthorized ocean dumping and regulate the discharge of oil, hazardous substances, and other shipboard waste into U.S. and international waterways. They help to protect marine mammals, regulate the introduction of invasive species into waterways. They help to respond to oil and hazardous substance accidents and reduce their impact on the marine environment. They also help to develop environmental regulations and standards for domestic vessels and marine facilities. And in other law enforcement areas, marine science technicians help to enforce foreign fishing vessel laws. They help to patrol the U.S. Exclusive Economic Zone boundary areas to reduce the threat of foreign poaching of U.S. fish stocks. They help to monitor compliance with international living marine resource regimes and international agreements. And they also help to deter and enforce efforts to eliminate fishing using large drift nets. For aids to navigation, marine science technicians help to provide visual, electronic, navigational aids, navigation information, and vessel traffic management services for U.S. navigable waterways. They also help to ensure that bridges and causeways allow for the safe passage of waterborne commerce and other marine traffic. And finally, in ice operations, marine science technicians help to keep critical Great Lakes and northeastern U.S. waterways open for commercial traffic, assist vessels transiting in ice-filled waterways, free vessels stuck in ice, and break ice dams to prevent ice-related flooding. They help provide the means in ice-laden waters to allow scientific research. And they help broadcast information on iceberg location to vessels transiting the North Atlantic between North America and Europe,